It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Tuesday, the 18th of October. I'm Michael Groff. Another warm, dry, but breezy day here in the valley. Temperatures warming up for the rest of the week as well, with periods of high clouds, and highs will be pretty close to, if not just a degree or two above average. But as we get to the weekend, it looks like another chance of rain comes into parts of the state, with more clouds, breezy conditions, and temperatures headed down once again, likely below average by early next week. We might not even make 80 degrees once again, as fall is in the air here across the Southwest. So let's get into it here. First, we'll take a look at that almanac from yesterday. 83 degrees, very beautiful day. 64 that morning low, very pleasant out there. 89 and 65 are those normals. And as we take a peek outside right now here at 8:25 a.m., we've got sunny sky out there, 73 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 50, humidity 44%. It is breezy, though, wind from the east at 15 miles per hour, and the barometer is 30.07 inches and rising. The upper air look across the nation, kind of a similar pattern to what we've been seeing for a while. A high amplitude setup here with a long wave trough in the east that's pulling down plenty of unseasonably cool air. The first frost and freeze of the season all the way down to the deep south and the Gulf Coast. Out here in the west, we've got a big ridge that's keeping temperatures above average, and off the California coast, there's our upper low, and that will be a part of what changes our weather as we go into the weekend and early next week. The watch warning map, check out all those freeze warnings from Texas eastward through Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, some red flag warnings down there as well, with dry, crisp north winds coming in, lower humidity. The chance of some wildfires exists. Further to the north, it's starting to look a little like winter up there across upper Michigan and northern lower Michigan. Some places there had over 6 inches of heavy, wet snow yesterday. The convective outlook for today, with much of the nation in cooler, stable air, no organized severe weather, hardly any thunder to be found across the nation. And here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix at or under 1/10 of an inch, a little bit more up north. Our next chance for precipitation in here about Saturday night, Sunday, maybe Sunday night, with a pretty impressive trough that will come through. And we'll outline the details of that and everything else right now as we get to the models and take a look at things. Here we go. This is the GFS. It is the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Big trough in the east, ridge out here in the west, upper low off the California coast. And so what it means for us down at the surface today, sunny sky, but with surface high pressure to the north, deeper low pressure to the west, we will see a tighter surface gradient developing here, and that's going to mean breezy conditions today. Easterly winds, 8 to 18 miles per hour sustained here in Phoenix. Could see some gusts to 20, 25 miles an hour, a little bit more than that for the mountains and some of the open desert areas. Could even see a little bit of blowing dust out there. Nothing significant, though. And high temperatures today, a little warmer, mid to upper 80s. Tonight, we'll have clear sky. Those breezes will die down, slightly drier air. Overnight lows upper 50s to middle 60s. And then tomorrow, sunny, maybe a light breeze in the morning. Then we'll see some increase in clouds. We'll call it partly sunny by the afternoon. Just some high clouds around. High temperatures upper 80s to near 90. Pretty much the same thing on Thursday. Mostly sunny, highs near 90. Friday, partly sunny once again with high temperatures in the upper 80s. And we've got this upper low still off the California coast. The weather pattern does start to change as we head toward the weekend, though. Our big ridge out here in the west is finally going to start to retreat back toward the west out into the North Pacific. And that's going to set the stage for an amplifying short wave to dive into the Pacific Northwest. This will carve out a significant trough here in the west. So we'll see some rain and even some mountain snow up across the Pacific Northwest and the Intermountain regions heading into the northern Great Basin. Here in Phoenix on Saturday, some increase in clouds and breezes come in too. High temperatures should fall back toward the low and middle 80s. And by Saturday night and Sunday, that aforementioned upper low that's off the California coast gets picked up by the system, absorbed by the southern end of this feature. And yeah, we could see a shower here in Phoenix on Sunday. There's a chance of that Saturday night and Sunday. It's not significant, though. The models just don't really bring in a lot of moisture. They're not very bullish on the moisture coming in here. So we'll see some widely scattered showers, better chances of rain up north, and some really high elevation snow possible as well for northern Arizona. High temperatures on Sunday, struggling to make 80 degrees. And by Monday, that system will move on out of here, but some rather cool air comes in behind it. Highs mid to upper 70s for Monday of next week. So that's going to be absolutely incredible. And another beautiful fall day for us. And then a week from today, this is Tuesday, the 25th. And a ridge is going to start to build in behind that departing system. And so temperatures should warm back up a few degrees here, but dry conditions will prevail. And then going out 10 days, this is Thursday, the 27th. And look at that upper low, that bowling ball there centered across Missouri and heading toward the southeast U.S. If that's right, maybe some unsettled weather, certainly cooler temperatures, kind of almost a Rex block developing there, it looks like. And then another deep upper low, a deep trough developing over the northeast Pacific, the Gulf of Alaska, and maybe a short wave or two rotates around that into the west, and that could impact our weather down the road a bit. Looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the European ensemble, not much, folks. I mean, we're talking about around 1/4 of an inch on the ensemble mean. Some members don't show anything at all. This system coming in here this weekend probably produces very little, if anything, for us, and we might see another system way out there toward the latter part of next week, but at this stage of the game, things look to stay relatively quiet for us, with temperatures headed down. Look at this off the national blend of models. Yeah, warm for the rest of this week, but kind of seasonably so. We're not too much out of the question for us to see highs around 90 still this time of year, but then we'll drop off. Highs may not even make 80 early next week, and if they do, just barely the low 80s, those overnight lows dropping in the 50s, which means maybe those coolest outlying desert areas just outside of Phoenix, maybe up toward Carefree or Cave Creek, the top of the McDowell Mountains, might get down in the upper 40s at some point next week. Oh, yeah. We are loving that. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is due back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, suggestions. And the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only Asian sensation, Michelle. And so we appreciate all of you for checking out the videos each and every day. Thank you so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. And you guys be safe and stay cool, stay hydrated out there. I know it's not that hot, highs upper 80s, low 90s. Still want to watch out. Bring plenty of water with you on those trails. And have yourselves a beautiful Tuesday.